Welcome to the making of a DM. Gratitude. If you're not using this as a secret weapon in your life, you're missing out. Gratitude changes the attitude. Let's get started.
I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker. But I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker.
Hey there, it's your host, Mark Evans, DM. The deal maker, dream maker. Hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. And again, I say this at every show, but I really do mean it. And I want to make sure I give you credit where credit is due. To all you guys and gals listening and spreading the word of the show, it truly is so exciting and inspiring and makes me really step up my game. And I appreciate that. And thank you guys for doing that. It really does mean a lot to me. And also going over to iTunes and giving 5-star reviews and sharing all that and putting it on your social media and all. So thank you guys for that. As you know, I don't charge for the show. I have people pay a lot of money to learn different things from us. And, you know, this is just a way of me giving back to an amazing thing. So today's show is going to be a very thoughtful show, as I hope all of them are. But something happened today in my life I want to share with you guys. And this is just an open, real conversation. So please bear with me if it doesn't come out perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to share a real life story with you. It's going on and bring some insight and thought and meaning to it about real life stuff. You know, I know you guys are here to learn how to make a lot of money and grow a business and make a better life and become the deal maker, dream maker, and all that stuff. And listen, that's why you should be here. We only got one shot at this thing called life. And as I've been progressing in life, I'm 41 now. I've been doing business my whole entire adult life. I always ask myself, I've been asking myself this more and more every day is, what do I want to be remembered for? See, it's easy to chase things, right? Last show I talked about focus and shiny object syndrome and all that. And I don't want to remember just as a guy that goes, makes money and does whatever. I want to have meaning in my life. I want to help a lot of great people accomplish a lot of amazing things. I want to really create legacy to you guys to the next level. So real quick here today, I'm upstairs on the third floor office here in my Ohio house. And I come downstairs and Dina and our house cleaning person are hugging and crying. And I'm like, oh my God, what happened, right? It's kind of what I think. And immediately I go into mode of what's going on, right? Let's just hear it. And it's very upsetting to hear what is going on because as she's working here at our house, she got a phone call from her doctor. And Marilyn's been with us for a while. She's an awesome person. You know, she comes in the house in and out, helps us, cleans the house, and does amazing work. And she's a hardworking person. And, you know, I love all types of people, especially love hardworking people. It's very inspiring to me. And she said, well, they told me something I didn't want to hear. And we're like, what is it? That's what I'm asking anyway. She already told Dina. Well, she went to the doctor for a routine checkup and they found out she has breast cancer. And she literally, I swear on my life, found out seconds before I walked down, maybe at 2 minutes before I walked down. And I'm like, oh my gosh, listen, stop cleaning, do what you need to do and get home and do all that. And she's like, let me collect my thoughts, blah, 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 right? Very emotional. This is a real thing. This is real life. Sometimes we forget when we're building stuff and all this shit, we forget that there's real life behind all this. And so this happens, and she has a couple kids she's got to take care of, her husband, all this stuff. She's a very hardworking, prideful person, which is amazing. And as I'm sitting there watching her body language and all that, because I'm very attentive to this stuff, and I'm like, Marilyn, listen, I immediately go into leadership mode. Like, you're an amazing person, you know, gratitude the shit out of this, right? Like, because this is a trick, guys, by the way. If you're ever feeling down, lonely, scared, frustrated, you know, pissed off or whatever it is, I know gratitude will help you get out of there quicker. So go instant gratitude, right? Let's say if I'm 41 and I find out I'm dying tomorrow, obviously I'm going to be devastated and pissed off. But my immediate next reaction is, thank fucking God I had 41 amazing years in this life. Thank God I get to have 2 beautiful children. Thank God I got to have my beautiful wife. Thank God I got to do this podcast show. Hopefully this isn't my last one. Thank God I got to help a lot of great people. Like, I'm just going to gratitude the shit out of things. When you do that, because I've almost went bankrupt twice, and instantly when you hit the negative, you got to go straight to positive. We all have shit like this going on in our life. Truth is, one of my best friends, his mom's about to pass away of cancer. She's already had, breast cancer. She had that all done, and then now she has lung, and it's terminal. She's donezo. Immediately, I shoot him a video. Bill, thank God, you're an amazing person. Your mom's had amazing years on this world, and she's going to still be a legacy person. Like you have to instantly go to that mode. And this is something you got to train yourself to do. This isn't something we're taught typically, but you're here learning it, and I'm telling you it works. So you lose a big deal. Thank God you had the opportunity to do the deal, to present it, to be a part of it. Thank God that you got to learn it. Thank God you had the balls to step up to even try it, because you're going to do it again next time, and you're going to do it again, and you're going to do it again, and you're going to do it again. Thank God you have that willpower. Thank God you have that mindset to drive it. And when you do this, it takes away the frustrations, the scarcity mindset, because you're so grateful. See, I have cool houses, cool cars, cool watches, and all that shit. But the truth is, I don't care about it. I like it, and I want it. But I don't care if I don't have it, because I'm grateful just to be here on this planet Earth. Truthfully. See, I always say, people always ask, like, what if you had to start all over? Well, number one, no one ever starts all over, because we still have our mind. We forget that. Starting all over to me is meaning you're being reborn and you have to learn everything over. But starting all over from square one doesn't exist. It's theory. It's a bullshit question we ask ourselves, thinking that someone else that you're asking that to has a magical power. The only magical power we have is knowing that it's a bullshit question. See, when you get negativity, you got to drive hard with positivity. Hard. I swear to you guys, like, I had a scare. I've talked about this, I believe. I had a scare of melanoma. My doctor called me at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. He's like, be in the office 6 a.m. I was like, I will be there. But I was like, there's no fucking way this is taking me down. Thank God I have my wife. Thank God I have my lawyer, because I'm calling him. I need to get my shit straight and make sure it's tightened up. Thank God I even have the moment to figure out that I can do something about it. There's people listening to this that you probably have experienced where you don't get a chance to have anything to do about it. It's instant. Car wreck, boom, done. No heads up. So yes, it does suck, but yet you're accountable and responsible for everything in your life. See, the trade-off to success in my eyes is you have to know that you're responsible for everything in your life, good and bad. Most of the time, we take credit for all the good stuff, and we never take credit for the bad stuff. Well, that's not fair to anybody, because whatever happens to you is because of you and the decisions you made or didn't make. If you're outside and you got hit by a car, that's not the car's fault. That's your fault. You shouldn't have been playing in the road. You shouldn't have been playing in the grass. Should have been playing in the backyard. I mean, we're like, this is how I think. This is how all my buddies think, because we talk about this stuff. We accept full responsibilities of everything. Now, I'm not saying this is always easy, because the truth is it's hard sometimes. I'm a very emotional creature. Like, I cry at weddings. I cry when I see a baby born. I cry when I'm even thinking about talking about this stuff, because it's emotional to me, because I'm just so thankful that we actually have an opportunity to talk about this kind of stuff. And maybe that's why I do good in sales, because I can relate to people, because I genuinely do care about people as an individual thing. I have buddies and people that I know that are running companies off of numbers only. I'm not knocking it. That's just not how I've ever done it. Yes, as a company, we want to make money. Yes, as a company, you want to do all these crazy things. But like, at the end of the day, there's humans involved, and there's people dealing with real shit. And if all you care about is the line and the dollar and all that stuff, like you'll make money maybe, but I don't think you'll ever be happy. You'll never have enough. You'll never be satisfied. That's my opinion, by the way. And that's how I feel. These companies out here that are giving drugs to people and killing them, how could they actually feel like they're being amazing human beings? Like I could not imagine being the main guy of that or gal of that company, looking at your children saying, we're doing good work over here. Like to me, like that's what it represents. Like I want to be the best I can be to help the most people I can with my thought process, with the way I do things. And as she discovered this today, some interesting things happened, and again, this is a true story. She's like, I left for a few, I came back and she's like, Mark, keep in mind, she just found out she has cancer and she's not leaving the house. She's doing her job. And we told her to leave multiple times, but working keeps her mind off of it. And she settled down and she just, she accomplished her job. She had a job to do. Very commendable in its own. But I walk in the house and she's like, Mark, I just have to tell you, your lawn looks absolutely amazing. And I was like, thank you. She's like, the neighbors' lawns are dead. Yours is green and beautiful. Like, this is, again, I don't even know if she knows what she was doing. She was just being thankful and grateful. Isn't it funny? It's not even funny. Isn't it interesting when shit hits the fan, how people see things? Because there's other people that get that news today that go the opposite. F you. I hate the world. I hate God. I hate this person. I hate my family. I hate, they go negative on everything. But she's never said anything about my lawn before, ever. And the lawn looks the same. But when you have this kind of adversity, you start seeing things differently. See, I've talked about how I grew up in a trailer court, how I grew up, until I was 10 years old in a trailer court. And then my parents moved in the house they still live in. And I've never understood, we never had a lot of money, but I never understood why people never took care of their lawns, why they never had a clean house. It doesn't take money to have a clean house. And you're mowing the lawn anyways. Why not make it look nice? Meaning mow the lawn, edge the lawn, put the nice edges on the sidewalk, blow the leaves off once a day, take care of it, take pride in your shit. Because at the end of the day, these are habits. These are things that if you do that, you do other things like that. And I never understood why poor mindset people would have dirty houses. The truth is, most of them are at home all day. I'm like, why aren't you cleaning your house? I ain't got time. I'm too stressed. I'm overwhelmed. Mark, I'm trying to get a job. I'm like, but you don't have a job. You're at your house playing video games. Get your fat ass up and go clean your house. Mow your lawn. It's 12 inches tall. It's not cool. But as Marilyn, again, she's like, your lawn looks amazing. It's so green. Visually, something triggered in her. I promise, she's driving home right now. She just left. She's driving home with the windows down, breathing air like she's never breathed before, smelling things she's never smelt before, smiling, hopefully, like she's never smiled before, understanding what life is really about, seeing things like she's never seen them. Like she's probably seeing very beautiful images, even if it's someone, like a baby deer or a bird chirping. Like this is real life shit. And this is the stuff I think about. I'm thankful when I do an event, I step on stage. I'm just thankful people would travel from all over the country, take away time from their family, their friends, their kids, all this stuff to come and learn to grow. For you, as you're listening to this show, maybe you're working out on the treadmill. You're allowing me to step into your mind, into your life, and share real insights. That's amazing to me. And I'm very grateful for it. I don't take it. I never have taken it for advantage. I just want you to know that every single person, it's not about the funnel. It's not about the direct mail piece. People are always asking me, Mark, how do you do this? How do you do that? Dude, I call and I listen. I serve. I want to help. My secret sauce is I truly want to help. By the way, I do get taken advantage of often. But with that said, I'm not changing who I am because of some clowns that take advantage of me. Because they're not going to win. They can't win. They're living in misery. I'm happy no matter what. Even when I'm losing, I'm happy. Now, I'm not happy like, oh, yeah, I'm losing. I'm happy that I'm even playing the game of life. And I'm pissed off I'm losing because I want to win, damn it. We all do. Who doesn't want to win? And that'd be my question. Are you winning the game of life? See, she told me, she's like, 5 or 10% chance they said I might have cancer. It's pretty good odds of not having it, but she does have it. And immediately, again, she could go negative, but she's going to succeed at this at the highest level because her mindset is in the game of success. She's seeing the positives. She's gratitude effect. What happens in your business when that person doesn't do the right thing in your job, in the business? What happens when money doesn't come in like you're supposed to and you can't pay certain things? When you hit adversity, what happens? This is a time of gratefulness. This is a time to reflect and say, you know what? I have a pretty amazing opportunity in my life to learn from this. And I'm not wishing cancer on anybody, but I know a lot of people that's had cancer and they've come out of it clean. And they're more thankful, they're more driven, and they're more successful than they were before they had it because they had a different point of view. See, if you got the call today, you're done in 6 months, unless XYZ happens, your perspective of what you're doing in life changes drastically. Like literally, you want to talk about a pivot. This is a speedboat pivot. Most people are pivoting like a big tanker cruise ship. Right, where it takes 5 days to turn. I'm talking like the speedboat ski-doo when you slam on it and turn and boom, you've pivoted. Life is real. Some people listening to this are just going through the motions of life. Some people are just here afraid to do a post on social media because they're afraid to get judged. I was talking with a buddy of mine. He's a very successful guy. And he's like, dude, like, you got to post about this and that. He's like, dude, I sound desperate. And my simple reply back to him is, desperate to who? Like, dude, what you're offering helps people. How are you desperate? Well, I feel like I talk about it all the time. Good. Talk about it more. We think we're doing more than we are. We think we're important, that people actually are listening to us. If you post it 100 times, probably only a very small percentage of people that follow you will even see it just because of the way the algorithms run on social media. Secondly, consistency is your friend anyways. Be consistent with your message. What's the saying? Say old things to new people constantly. Most people out there trying to say new things to old people. The shit I talk about is the same shit I've been talking about for the last 20 years. Just now it's elevated because I have 20 years of experience behind it to back up my talk. I've never been one to fake it till you make it, right? Shit, let's just talk real. Real talk to me is actually, you can accomplish more because people actually relate to real talk, in my experience. But as Marilyn has that situation, I came upstairs and I was upset. I was crying, actually, to be honest with you. And I was writing down stuff. Grateful. God's honest truth. Dina and I saw each other right after it. And I said, it's time we start dreaming fucking bigger. I was like, it's our time. Do you understand? This is going, like, this could be you. This could be me. This could be our children. This could be someone, like, this is real. And she looks at me and smiles like, yes, I know. You're right. We can do more. We can make a bigger impact in ourselves and others. What do we really want? Why are we even here on planet Earth? What do we want to be remembered as? See, these are the things I think about daily. Money will follow this, by the way, because I'm going to do the work. I'm going to serve the people. There's a value exchange for that, by the way, right? So as I come upstairs, I create this whole list. I just start writing stuff down, one after another. I'm grateful I'm alive. I'm grateful I can think. I'm grateful I can talk. I'm grateful I can read. I'm grateful I don't have cancer. I'm grateful I have Marilyn in my life and she shared her story with us. I'm grateful that my mom and dad's healthy. I'm grateful my nieces are healthy. I'm grateful my great nieces are healthy. I'm grateful my kids are healthy. Like, I just start gratitude in the holy bejesus out of it. Another thing too is like when shit hits the fan, you can ask anybody. I share this in the DM family. They pay $35,000 a year to be a part of it. We have 33 guys in there. Maxed. We're capped out. Waiting list, actually. And one of the biggest things that these guys learn from that is being grateful. Because we're all going 100 miles per hour. We all got shit going on, good and bad. And yet, sometimes we don't take enough time to be grateful for just us having the capacity to deal with the shit we're dealing with. And if you're having a tough time, start finding grateful things to be grateful for. Such as maybe shoot a video. This is what I do. I literally am suffocating negativity quickly. I will shoot 35 videos. I'm not joking. I will literally grab my cell phone, record. Hey, what's up, Steve? Just thinking about you, buddy, man. I hope you have an amazing day. I just want to say that time we met at the blah, 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 blah. Boom. Just thinking about you. Happy Monday. Boom. Next person. Hey, hon, I love you so much. You're the best mom in the world. Boom. Send it. Hey, mom and dad, what's up? Just thinking about you. Just find things that you're grateful for. My title company, send them a gift. Send them a video. Send them a card. Pick up the phone and call them and say thank you. You have nothing to sell. You have nothing. You're just calling them to get a gratitude conversation going. Get out of the funk. Get something positive. See, what I believe that happens when you start being grateful like this, you start seeing the positive in everything. And when you see the positive in everything, you know that everything is an experience. Most people are so focused on the outcome, and when they don't get it, they go negative. Well, what if the outcome was the experience? Let that sink in. Let me say it again. What if the outcome for you, where you're at in your life right now, is the experience? Is the journey? The journey you're walking through right now, good or bad in your mind. What if that's the destination? What if this is the outcome? What if this is the lesson you're supposed to be learning right now? But yet you're so negative, you're so pissed off, you can't even function inside of what's actually happening and interpret it to help you. See, negativity really doesn't serve you when you're negative. Listen, again, if I'm losing something, I get pissed. I don't see it as negativity. I'm pissed off at myself because I want to succeed and be better. That's a different type of position in my brain. But I'm just talking life in general. When I see something bad happen, keep in mind, I saw my grandfather die in front of me. I saw my grandmother. I literally wrote her a letter and had to record it on audio because I couldn't talk to her because I was bawling my eyes out. And I played it beside her deathbed, literally. At her house, in her dining room, on her bed. I pushed play. This is tape deck days. Most of you guys don't even know what a tape deck is. But I pushed play, and it was me sharing how thankful I am of her life. Thank you for letting me stay with you. Thank you for being an amazing person. Thank you for making me laugh. Thank you for making me eggs and potatoes every time. Thank you for picking me up when I'm sick at school. We're playing hooky, right? Thank you for watching Price is Right with me. Thank you for hugging me and telling me you love me. That granular, I swear on my life. One day maybe I'll release that because it's real. I was grateful in that moment. It changed my life, by the way. I talk about that October 8, 2005. That's when my grandmother passed. I talk about that moment because it's real. It changed my life because I was so grateful that I had the opportunity. She only had 2 weeks from the time she went to the doctor till she passed. She only had a 2-week time span. Everyone's like, oh my God, this is terrible. Yes, it is. But let's enjoy the 2 weeks. I was grateful. I don't know why. I was only 27 years old. I just felt a sense of gratefulness of being able to share what most people won't ever tell. See, probably on the other side of gratefulness, being gratitude, I guess, is I never want to be that person with regret. I'm being vulnerable here today. When I was a kid, I swear, I would tell my mom and dad, good night, love you, sweet dreams. Right? Across the hallways or whatever. This is a true story. If they would talk to me after that, I would say it, I'm not even joking, 50 times. A lot. Because I always thought, what if they died in their sleep? My last words to them is good night, love you, sweet dreams. That's real. It could happen. I was a child thinking about this stuff. I never even knew I was thinking about it. Guess what I do to my kids? Good night, Mark. Love you, sweet dreams. Good night, Drea. Love you, sweet dreams. These are my last words. I'm just grateful to know that this is a real thing. There's so many people that never have that opportunity to tell someone that. They want to, but they don't do it. So today's show is not to be negative or sad, even though I'm talking about real life shit as I always do, but this is very deep. There's someone right now, like even your people that you hate or have screwed you over, whatever, forgive them and move on. I don't believe in forgive and forget. I don't forget. But forgive and say, listen, thank you very much. Because, right, like that's on them. Karma's real on both sides. Thank you very much. I don't need to say why thank you or anything, but thank you. I appreciate it. I enjoyed our company together over the last blah, blah, blah years. Good luck on your ventures in life. Instead of holding anger and being pissed off. This is a true story. This one guy ripped me off for over $1 million and like literally stole it out of my account. And I lived in the same complex as him. When I see him, when I would see this guy, I wanted to take my car and cream him and just like run him over and kill him. Straight up. But it doesn't serve me. I would literally pass him on the road and I'd start shaking. And I'd get so pissed off. And I'm like, why? It ruined my day. I would like go out of my way so I wouldn't have to see this guy. Because I was so mad. But what I realized is how shitty his life is to be ripping me off, or anybody for that matter. Like, even if it's $1 million or $100 million, this guy hates his life. His family's going to hate him ultimately. I mean, how could you like, he doesn't even like himself, so how could anyone else truly like this guy? I actually felt compassion against him. Trust me, I know this. My wife knows this because we got in an argument about it a little bit. She's like, why are you so compassionate about this? I'm like, dude, like, this guy's a loser. Like, he hates himself right now. The truth is he needs more love than anybody at this moment. And I just literally, how I cut it, I'm not joking, a hard line in the sand and said, thank you. And that was it. I moved out of the complex. I've never seen the guy since, or I never have talked to him either. But I promise you my life's better than his life. And I know you know what I'm talking about because you have people in your life like this. Their life is miserable. Yes, from the outside looking in, it might look like they're crushing it. But the only thing they're doing is crushing their soul because they're living in fear. They're living in lies. Let them do that. What I've discovered is I can't control them. I can control me and my emotions, how I see things. And again, this is a muscle we're constantly working out. The thought on the thought, right? So when you have these emotional things happen, what do? How do you react? Where do you go? I'm an emotional eater. I eat when I'm sad and I eat when I celebrate. I like eating. It doesn't always serve me well, right? It's cool if I'm just eating a salad, but typically if I'm celebrating or sad, it's usually like a pizza or chips. But I'm conscious of that, and I hate that about myself, but I also, it is what it is, and I understand it's real, and I got to pay attention to it. But gratitude, I'm just grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful that we're talking to each other, and we're connecting. But I want you to start thinking about more and more about what happens when X happens, and gratitude the shit out of your life. If you're not where you want to be, start getting grateful. If you are where you want to be, you even understand this is even more real, right? More money, more problems. What's funny about money, people think when you have more money, you have no problems. The truth is you just have different problems. And they have more zeros behind them. That's the truth, right? You still have family issues. You still have people issues. You still have all this other shit going on. But the journey is really where it's at. I truly believe that when you're starting to get successful, the journey's throwing curveballs at you. It's like messing with you. It's going to throw, potholes in front of you. It's going to throw detours in front of you. You're going to hit snags. You're going to lose money. You're going to lose deals. You're going to lose contracts. You're going to lose momentum. You're going to have to take 10 steps backwards. The universe is testing you to see if you actually have what it really takes to succeed. Succeed 360, by the way. Not talking succeed and just making money, because if you're making a lot of money, you're not taking care of your family and or your health, you're not succeeding at all. You just have money. I'm talking 360. Succeeding in relationships, succeeding in business, succeeding in wealth, succeeding in health, succeeding in all these parts of your life. Gratitude's always helped me, and it still does today. Today, I'm just grateful at a very attentive level, right? Because of what happened today with our lady Marilyn. The older we get, the more this becomes common, more frequent, right? More people are dying. More people are getting sick. This happens with time. This is why if you're 10 years old or 20 years old or 50 years or 100 years old listening to the show, know that you're here for a reason. And I'm grateful that you're here, because I hope this message is real and that you understand that this is coming from a very grateful position. Very vulnerable, by the way, too. I don't need to talk about this shit. I want to. It doesn't make me look cool and big and, all this stuff. I'm a grown man that cries. Get over it. I'm a grown man that gets upset. I'm a grown man that has emotions and feeling. We all have it. I don't know why people hide behind it. I do know that I want the question that drives me daily is, what do I want to be known for? What do I want to be known for? My question to you is, what do you want to be known for? This will help you stop chasing the bullshit stuff just to make a couple bucks. This will get you focused on a purpose. This will help you eat shit longer while you're trying to build the thing you're building. You know what I mean? Instead of bouncing around trying to make $1 here, $1 there, you stay in the game and you focus. The longer you're in the same game, the better you become. See, it's not like sports. It's not like you're a professional athlete and you're getting beat up from the time you're 10 years old to you're 30. Because you expire at a certain age in professional athletes, especially football, right? You're getting hit up 24/7. You're getting beat up. So your body can only take so much, typically, depending what position you're playing. You expire, then you got to go you got to reset and go restart. You got to become something else. Picture that, your whole life. You bust your ass and you give it your all to be that person, which is awesome. But then you get to a very young age and your peak or prime typically, and then you're out and you got to restart. In business, what's cool is the longer I'm in business, the smarter I get, the more money I make. It's the opposite in sports. They make money quick, but then they don't get any money at 30 years old or less. Typically, not all. So business actually, it grows, it compounds longer you stay in the game. And I'm just grateful that I've been at this game for 23 years. You guys know I've never had a job my whole adult life, ever. I either make money, I always say I either kill it or I don't eat. There's so many people out here that need your help. So when you're in your pity party, right? Oh, poor me. Oh, leads. I'm not getting enough leads. Oh, this and this and this and that. Know that number one, no one shows up with gifts to pity parties. No one. Trust me, I've had a bunch of them. No one shows up with gifts. So knowing that, why soak in it? If you start feeling negativity creep in, what are you going to do? Gratitude your way out. Jump on your phone, shoot 30 videos, 10 videos, 5, whatever it is. When I was in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, I was on the lake, had the captain driving me and my family around. I was happy, but also sad. Because I'm sitting there on this beautiful lake, beautiful day, cruising around. My kids are there. My wife's there. We're just, breeze is rolling. We're cruising around. I was like, man, I'm so grateful my parents worked so hard to help me in life. Meaning that they were always there. They're still there. We had crazy things happen in life, but they're still there and they're amazing people. And I texted them I said, Mom and Dad, I love you so much. I wish you guys were here with me. That was my text to them. Thank you for doing all you've done. It connect, like, you got to, like, I was grateful, happy, sad. What do I want to be known for? I want to be known as the best son, the best husband, the best dad, the best brother, the best uncle, the best business leader. Like, that's stuff that I think about that drives me. And I know inside of all these, to be the best is there a lot of adversity, a lot of getting beat up, a lot of shit talking until you get to the top. Right? It's going to happen. Mark, you fired me. You're a dickhead. You never gave me a second chance and blah, 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 blah. Sorry. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. There's people, I talk about it openly. I used to be a stupid, immature business owner where I would work people harder and pay them less. That's the way I was taught. But I'm thankful that I figured out that that's not the way to treat people. Because there's still people out there treating people the same for 40 years, 50 years later. I want to treat people right, with respect, with dignity, with heart. Like, I love working with great people. I'll do anything for them. I want to see you guys step it up. We're all, and I'm talking to myself here, we're playing small. We're playing too small. Jump in an airplane and look down. 30,000 feet in the air and you look down, there's so much opportunity. Shit, you're in I don't know how many tons a plane weighs, but a plane can fly and we're worried about closing a deal to make $1 million a year. Do you know how easy it is to make $1 million a year? $10 million a year, etc. Like, listen, maybe you're not making that much money right now, but that's not because it doesn't exist. It's because we're thinking and doing the wrong things, possibly. We got to step it up. We got to know your worth. You got to know what you're going to do in your life. And you got to do it. Execute on purpose. Because no matter who you are, cancer does not discriminate. Doesn't matter what your race is, what you look like. Are you a nice person, a mean person? It doesn't matter. It has zero discrimination. And the truth is, people listening to the show may have cancer. They might not even know it. They may know it. It may be me, for fuck's sakes. Who knows? Maybe one day, maybe not. I don't know. But I can tell you, every waking second on this fucking planet, I'm going to do all I can to be the better person, to elevate my life, elevate my game. When adversity hits, know that this is just an obstacle to learn. An opportunity to learn. It's an obstacle, but an opportunity to learn. I'm going to drive harder. I'm going to think deeper, and I'm going to give more. And every day that goes by is one step closer to us ending up in the grave. You know that, right? Every day that goes by, we're getting one step closer to the grave. That's a real thing. And everyone I see out here, not everyone, I guess everyone, is out here acting like they're going to live forever. And I have, heavens forbid if that happens to you where you get that call that Marilyn got today. But know that this podcast show today is your motherfucking wake-up call. Right now, at this very moment. You're not listening to this by accident. You downloaded this show because you know you need help. You know you're learning how to program your brain to help you grow. You know now is your time. And I'd bring to the table, if not now, when? If not you, then who? It's now. It's this moment. This is a defining moment for you. Stop playing around. Stop talking about it. Start doing it. See, the people out here yakking around, acting like they're doing all the big stuff, are typically the guys and gals doing nothing. They're too busy talking. How the hell do you have time to do it if you're all the time talking? Now, I know you're like, Evans, you're on the podcast show talking for 45 minutes here. I know. But I do know that I'm talking for 45 minutes one time a week. That's going to get heard tens of thousands of hours, hopefully millions of hours, because I'm looking to multiply my efforts. As soon as I hang up this phone, I'm going to be talking about deals with some of my buddies that we got going down that are going to generate real money and real wealth and real legacy and real future and depreciation and appreciation, blah, 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 blah. Soon as I get off this, promise me this, that you'll take this information and you'll run hard. And you're going to, today, soon as this stops, I don't care if you're on the treadmill or driving, I want you to take 5 minutes and send to 5 people gratitude. Tell them thank you. Let them know how much you love them. Let them know you're thinking about them. Let them know you care about them. I don't care who it is. Promise me that you'll do that to 5 people right now, as soon as this podcast show's over. As soon as you're done dancing to the Mark Evans damn theme song, right? But in all seriousness, the time is now. I want nothing but the best for you, but I can't do it for you. I can lead a horse to water, but we can't make him drink it. And I'm fucking thirsty. And I'm drinking. And there's a lot of water for all of us. But if you sit there and watch what other people are doing instead of sticking your head down there and taking a good drink and knowing that you have to do the gosh darn work, you have to do it. And I want you, when you send these 5 videos or 5 texts or 5 phone calls or whatever the hell you're going to do, or stop in and shake hands and hug them and kiss, whatever you need to do, I want you to document how you feel. Write it down. How did it make you feel? When you're in gratitude, you never feel like shit. When you're in gratitude, there's no problems going on. When you're in gratitude, you only see the opportunity and the upside. Pay attention to the emotion. Pay attention to the thoughts. Pay attention to how you feel. Feels amazing. So that's it. 5 people right now. I got to go. I got to get on these other calls. With that said, I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. God bless. Thank you guys very much for being here. I'm thinking about you. Keep me posted. And thank you again for sharing these shows on social media, your email list, and all that stuff. It means the world to me. With that said, guys, have an amazing, amazing day. Talk to you soon.
I'm Mark Evans, DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. From a small town in Ohio, so I know how it is. And I come from a lot of money. I remember as a kid, wanted to make 100 racks. Didn't see no one making more than that. Graduated high school with a 1.8. Thought they should've held me back. I hope my principals and teachers are alive just to witness this. I'm my own boss. I'm out here running 2-8-figure businesses. I can walk away from it all and I'll be good, but I've been called to help people just like y'all learn the game. It's time to ball. Everybody chasing the money, but I'm not chasing the money. I'm out here chasing the purpose. Yo, I've been working my whole life. What got us where we at isn't gonna get us where we wanna go. So it's time to push, time to learn, time to grow. I'm Mark Evans, DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. I'm Mark Evans, DM. I'm deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker.